Hi there, I'm Ben Trevor-Jones, Academy Physio at Derbyshire County Cricket Club. This morning I'm going to be running you through the warm-up for the B3 Lockdown Club. So now we're going to move into the mobility part of the program. In regards to this part, I want you to focus on trying to replicate the movements as close as what you can see in the videos here today. And then when you're doing them at home, I want you to try and do 10 to 15 repetitions each side. We've got a mat here, but when you're at home you can either do it inside or just on a slightly softer surface. I wouldn't recommend doing it on asphalt. First movement we're going to do is for the calves. So we're going to go into this position here, feet back, and all you're doing is trying to push those heels down to the ground, and each time you're locking that knee out, and you should feel a stretch through the back of your knee and your calf muscle. If you find one is slightly tighter than the other, you can just hold that position for a little bit longer, but I'd rather you just bounce between almost like a running action. So now I've got Oscar moving into that same exercise, that's it, and he's just going to bounce between each side, feeling the stretch through his calves and the back of the knee, are you, Oscar? And he's just holding that position. This is also a good position to activate your core in. And then go back to moving between, and that's the calves. So in this position here, we're just going to rock forwards all the way down to touch the toe, making sure that back leg kicks up nice and high. And then we're going to move through into a running position. So it's all the way down, touch the toe, try to keep your balance, and then up into that running position. All the way down, kicking that back leg out, Oscar. Perfect, I'm going to maintain my distance. And all the way up, driving those arms as well, like a running action. All the way down, touch the toe, and then driving that arm up. Perfect. Done. Lying on your back, arms out wide to support, and all you're doing is going over, touching that toe on the ground, back to the middle, and then touch the other side. And we're just moving between those points. So we're not necessarily holding one for any period of time. We're just moving between those two sides, trying to get our lower back moving. Once you've done a couple there, I want you to flip over, and then we're going to do it from the front as well. And changing that angle, again, just moving between sides. Aim for about 10 each side. So on your back first, Oscar. Lovely. That's it, perfect. And the higher that foot position, the more rotation you're going to get through your lower back. So you can see Oscar's got quite good rotation, so he's getting that quite high. And now flipping onto your stomach. All the way over, that's it, perfect. And this is also a good stretch for your hips. Last one for our mobility is we're just going to move into our upper backs and our shoulders. So this positioning here is really important. Knees and hips are at 90 degrees, so at right angles. Arms out in front, and all you're doing is opening that all the way round and trying to get your opposite shoulder down to the ground. Hips are staying nice and still, and we're just rotating back through our shoulders and through our upper back. So this stretch is targeting our thoracic spine, which is our upper back, our shoulders, and then facilitates a little bit of neck movement as well. All important for cricket. All right, so that wraps up the warm-up. Quick do's and don'ts of the warm-up is that do it before every session. Do make it a consistent routine. Try and follow the reps and the movements that we've prescribed. If you do experience any pain when you're doing any of the movements, make sure you stop the exercise, particularly if you do have any pre-existing injuries.